today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Dak Prescott and the Seattle Seahawks.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a two-time Pro Bowler in his sixth season now, Dak Prescott.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course,
that's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. They'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020 in his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
After the turnover, here's Herbert rolling to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on second down. Herbert caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 8 carries, 93 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. For this rivalry, Charles, the Seahawks and Niners, really one of the best in the NFL. So many great games in the last decade or so between these two. Where does this one rank for you in terms of best rivalries of, let's say, the 21st century?
I'm so glad you phrased it that way, because we look back on some of the best rivalries in the NFL. We're talking about traditional rivalries like Bears-Packers. But here in the 21st century, it's hard to beat Seahawks and Niners, because when they get together, you're often playing for division titles, positioning in the playoffs, and chasing the Super Bowl. Similar to Ravens and Steelers, two of the best rivalries in the NFL.
On second down, it's Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Herbert. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down. Prescott to the right and complete to Galladay. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Prescott on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Prescott gets it quickly to Galladay. And they'll get this down to the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. He dumps it down to Ingram. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Herbert throwing again. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the slant. Touchdown 49ers. Jeff Swain, his first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field, but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 3rd and long for Prescott. That caught by Trimble. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First down, Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start out west in the City of Angels with Arizona in town for an NFC West matchup. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. The Cardinals seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Deshaun Watson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert, a slant to Jones.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. On 1st down, Ingram running right through him and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive,
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Prescott now. The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they can...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Buying time to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man. It's Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Here's Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Flushed out right. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try, and you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw going into the hands of Williams. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To throw, Prescott. Pass complete, Galladay. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. It's Williams on the catch. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Dak. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's Dak. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the 49ers,